All right, here we are. So I kind of been finishing my mask from the last video, and I actually want to play around and see if that layer effect is still working for me. I kind of like this one now. Okay. So I applied that layer effect. In this video, I'm going to show you how to move things, how to transform them so they're larger or smaller. And then you can kind of, we'll continue, building on our skills. So for Photoshop, I'm going to turn that point layer off for now. And let's do the dot. So here are my dots. For me to move this image, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and zooming out is Command minus. So I did Command minus once, and I did Command minus twice. And then I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform. Notice I'm on the dots layer, and when I did that, here is this bounding box. This is my full image, if you remember. Okay. If I want to make the image larger or smaller, I click and drag the corners. If I want to rotate it, I will hover next to the corner, and you can see that the arrow, my mouse, it kind of creates this bent arrow effect, and this allows me to rotate. If you want to rotate at a particular incremental angle, if you hold down your shift key, it will rotate at very specific angles. If not, you can just let it kind of free flow. And I'm gonna, let's say, put that there. When you get to the point that you want to keep that image, like that's the perfect size and that's the perfect rotation, you're gonna hit your return key on your keyboard to apply that effect. Okay. Another thing, right? So you're moving and you're transforming. So you can move it to different parts. I'm gonna scale up and down a couple more layers. Use my rocks here, right? I'll turn this layer off. And for my rocks, I want to make it a little bit smaller. So free transform, edit free transform, or it's the key command is Command T. And I'm going to just make it a little bit smaller. And I'm going to hit return so it applies. And I've got one more image that I want to use, I think, for this set here. And it's this image. Do you see how when I want, I'm going to move this layer underneath the rocks layer. They're both going to be visible, but when I move it below, it's hidden because the rocks layer is completely opaque and there's no layer effect. Okay, so you can manipulate the things that you see, the things that you do not see. And I'm going to put this drawing on top of that rocks one. Multiply allows you to make the white parts of an image go away. Color burn is pretty cool. So find one that you like, you want to use. Oh, I like that one. Zoom in a little bit. Command plus. Okay. And I'm going to bring in my dots. Okay. So for my dots, for this drawing, I kind of want to remove, I'm going to go to my rocks layer and I'm going to get my mask. Get my brush. I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller. I'm going to paint so I can remove that hard edge. Right now I'm at 52. I just want to make it a little bit softer. Maybe make my brush a little bit smaller. I want to take away that edge. Okay. I'm going to turn back that drawing layer. So I like that one. And then I want to kind of see how these dots go. So I'm going to go edit, pre-transform. I kind of want to see, see how it's the background of my paper on the dots. It's not completely white. I'm going to go here to Image, Adjustments. You have a bunch of different tools. Oh my goodness, tools galore that you can use to manipulate your images that look maybe ordinary. We'll do that in the next one. And I'm going to use this thing called Levels. And Levels allows you to adjust the image, like the brightness of the whites, the darkness of the dark areas. It's really good sometimes when your image might be a little bit faded out. Click OK. Knowing that, white disappears when you put the multiply layer effect, I'm going to use that. So I'll have dots and those leaves. I really like this. I'm going to save this as one of my collages, right? Because there's 2 or more elements. I've done a layer effect, I've done a mask, and one of the objects is, or one of the layers is less than 100% in opacity, right? So I'm going to save this and make sure you are saving along the way. I'm gonna kind of, you can select multiple layers. So I'm gonna put them at the top. And I'm going to make sure I saved my Photoshop. Then now I'm going to go File, Save As. Oh, oops. I'm going to go File, Save As. And I'm going to save it out as a TIFF, right? So I'm going to do Photo Collage 1. I'm going to turn off my layers and hit Save. All of these are okay, and then hit OK. So now I've got one of my collages done. So I've got 4 more to go, okay? The first one will probably take you the longest. Also, me talking you through it also takes a little bit of time. So don't be discouraged if you're thinking, oh no, this whole time we only did one. Because what's going to happen next is I'm going to be able to kind of now figure out and know what I'm doing-ish. And hopefully like trying to figure out or explore the different combinations will come a little bit faster. Okay. Um, I want a little bit variety in my little mini photo collages. So for the ones that I've used in one, I'm going to kind of set that aside and know that I've used it. I might still use it, but I don't want them all to look the same. Um, so I might import a couple more photos, but we will see. So I'm gonna open up another batch of images. I think I might maybe use one of them. I do like this. I like that. Okay. So my paper flower, the opacity was, whoa, it's very toned down. I like this better. I'm going to transform one of these layers, the flower one, so it fills the screen. And I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform to do that. There's my bounding box. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. All right, I'm going to hit Return. And I am going to maybe use a part of this paper girl image. I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform again. Use this part. Just want to see. Just playing. Let's see. And so you can kind of explore with your images. The more variety of images, and of course, if you want, you can definitely add more images, or you can start out with like 20 different things in your document, up to you. So I'm going to use that. I like that. I'm going to mask out. I know I masked out stuff in the plant, but I actually want to mask out something in this paper girl layer. Okay. I'm going to insert a mask. Get my brush. Okay. So black makes things disappear in the mask. And if you want, something about that I like. I think I'm going to pick white. Okay. I think I want that hard edge back. Command Z is undo. It only does it, oh yeah, Command Z is undo. It does it multiple times now that they did an update. When I paint with white on my mask, everything that I painted like made it disappear and now it reappears. I think I now like that. So this is going to be my second collage. So I'm going to double check. Did I do a layer effect? Yes. Did I do a mask? Yes. And is something less than 100%? No. So I'm going to make this a little bit less than 100%. Okay, so this set of 3, I'm going to save out as my second collage. I'm going to go to File, Save first. Then I'll go to Save As. Oops. Sorry. Save As. I'm going to save out my TIFF. Save. All right. Now we've got 2, right, of our collages done. I'm going to continue the next 3 on another video, just to give you guys a break. But we'll look at also like image and text, just because you can actually put an image in the shape of a word. So I'll show you how to do that in the next one. But, 2 down, 3 more to go. And, definitely explore along the way. Okay, so I'll see you next time.